Mary Wilson Keener with Mary Wilson Keener CPA in Frisco, Texas. Our number is 972-377-7078, or you can catch us on the web at mwkcpa.com. I received a letter from Chris Self, who is a business associate and insurance agent from Pathway Health Insurance Experts, Inc. Now, her telephone number is 214-707-6056. I'm greatly indebted to her for sharing with me much of the contents of this video. Although the new Health Care Act is called the Affordable Care Act, it is now clear that it can be called the Unaffordable Care Act for many. If you haven't read the law, you can go to Chris Self's website, pathwaymarketplace.com, and read the 2,700-page version. Now, there is such an uphill learning curve going on right now with this complicated Affordable Care Act. People need to pay attention to insurance brokers like Chris instead of listening to others who are not familiar with the insurance industry. She's been in the health insurance business for over 20 years. When the law was passed in March 2010, Texas began to offer a bridge plan to high-risk individuals who were unable to obtain insurance any other way. Now, this was designed as a temporary fix through the end of 2013, when the new law would replace it. It was reasonably priced, and there was also a similar opportunity for small group insurance plans with high-risk employees through the end of 2013. However, especially with the small groups, insurance carriers found quickly that the plans were priced too low, and they stopped accepting new business early, even though it was supposed to be offered through the end of 2013. Bottom line, they were losing money with these plans because they were suffering from adverse selection. Now, adverse selection occurs when healthy people move their coverage in plans to plans with lower premiums because they can, but unhealthy people stay because they can't be accepted by other plans with lower premiums. Now, if the premiums originally were set in order to start with a good mix of both, and then the healthy people leave the plan, it quickly becomes an unprofitable business situation. There will not be enough premiums collected to pay the claims that are submitted. Looking at the 2014 prices on the exchange, it can be seen they are so high that few will be able to afford the premiums unless they qualify for a substantial premium subsidy or discount. These discounts are applied to the premiums as collected. The premiums are quoting an increase of 30 to 50% higher than 2013 rates for many applicants, and they are designed with higher limits for out-of-pocket expenses. If a person would qualify for a subsidy of 50%, for example, they would be paying the same as they are paying in 2013. But in 2014, they are taxed or penalized if they don't pay the insurance, and they will be paying more for less coverage overall. If a person does not qualify for a subsidy, he will be challenged with paying higher premiums so that he can help subsidize those less fortunate with lower incomes and pre-existing conditions. Chris comments that her current 2013 Blue Cross plan offers more coverage than what she can buy through other sources than the exchange in January 2014. And her new price is $200 more per month, which represents a 33% increase. So less coverage for more money. Now, there will be no need to go to the exchange if you don't qualify for the subsidy. The prices are actually 3.5% higher on the exchange than choosing the same plan off the exchange, like with companies that Chris represents. Yes, there's now new maternity coverage for both men and women on individual plans. There's more mental health benefits, lap band surgery benefits, and other additions that are good for some people. But we are all mandated by this law to pay for the coverage even if you don't want it, you don't need it, or you can't afford it. Now, if you would like a comparison for how much a plan will cost you in 2013 versus January 2014 with less coverage and more taxes included, then please contact Chris at 214-707-6056 or another health insurance right now. At least by buying today, you can avoid the increased prices with less coverage for one more year. Now, the window for signing up for a 2013 plan is December 16th, 2013. Note, open enrollment runs through March 31st, 2014. If you don't have a plan in place by then, either group or individual, you will not be able to purchase an individual policy either on or off the exchange until the following January 2015, with few exceptions. Now, this is different than it used to be. This information has been brought to you by Mary Wilson Keener CPA in Frisco, Texas. Our website is mwkcpa.com and the phone number is 972-377-7078. We can help you determine how your insurance premiums will affect your taxes in 2013 and 2014. We offer tax preparation services, accounting services in Frisco, Texas and the surrounding areas, and professional bookkeeping assistance.